You see, part of the reason why I keep telling everybody in Nigeria we're not one, we're divided across. Anybody that thinks that people that are calling for division of Nigeria, they want to divide Nigeria, whatever, it's just nothing. It's just the division on paper. But in reality, Nigeria is divided. And it's divided across religious concept. And to buttress more in regards to this, let me put this to you. For the past 2 days now, what has been trending in Nigeria is in regards the allegation of Wike rights, as alleged by Showore to be indulged in a lot of fraudulent activities and diverting state resources for his personal gain, buying house in Florida and the rest of it. And hence now he has been petitioned even to the United States, Abi. And in a functional and a reasonable society now, that man is supposed to forfeit that position of being a minister. But to some certain extent, I've actually observed that he is quiet, that his dancing don't reduce so far. He has beaten more than he can chew, right? But let's face it, that is in another part of Nigeria. In one part of Nigeria, in the north to be precise, what is trending? What is trending in part of the north or in majorly the north is a situation of Sheikh Lawal Triumph, who to some certain extent people have alleged now to come and talk bad and blaspheme against the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam Muhammad Abi. And that is what is trending. And that is what they are interested in. And even the governor of Kano State now is finding interest in regards to that to see who is right or is wrong. They're even contacting the Sharia Commission and the rest of it, and a collection of sheikh to interrogate that whether it's true or not. And a lot are calling for his own alive. Some are calling for his own alive, and some are calling for his prosecution. So you get to see, this is the same country. Unlike what you have in developed nations, when they say migration is the problem, everybody comes out now and say illegal migration is the problem and they kick against it. And that is why when you organize protests, the protest now will be determined based on whether does it affect our region or it doesn't. And that is how we are divided across board. Just like a classical example that I have showed you now. What is trending is Showore against Wike. In the north is Lawal Triumph, whether he has blasphemed against the Holy Prophet or not. And that is why when you call for a protest and you say people should come out and protest, the north will say this protest no concern us. When you say we are marginalized or we're treated the other way, not go say that will not be a problem. As long as the thing no affects Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam or it doesn't affect he who we believe in, it doesn't affect us. And that is how we're divided across board. So when you talk of division, see, people want to divide the country. We're divided. Everybody is pursuing his different ideology and agenda. To some certain extent, when you extend it to even the Niger Delta and a lot of other regions, different things trend, different things as it affects region. That is how we're trending. And funny enough, we call ourselves a country. And talking in this vein again, I want to ask us this question now. Who is actually a true leader that can unite and kick against these things and make the country a one nation as desired by everybody towards progress and objectivity? That we will discuss about that later. But for now, let's keep celebrating our division while we believe that a certain aspect is responsible for the division.
By now we must have realized that in truth we are not a nation. We are just an amalgam of federating units who have agreed to live together as a state. So if Nigeria was truly working for its citizens, what happened on June 13 and 14, 2025 in Yerota, where 258 of my kinsmen were killed? The country ought to have declared national emergency, that the government will never rest until the killers who perpetrated that massacre with their sponsors and their financiers are brought to book. If it happened in any other place, any working country, nation, Look at what happened with the case of Charlie Kirk in the United States. The country is on a standstill. The government is not resting on its oars. They are following the case bumper to bumper. And right now they're getting every other person involved in the case, in the killing. Just one guy. This is a symbol of a nation that works. And Nigeria too, we have the forces, we have the human resource, we have the equipment, we have the wherewithal. What we are basically lacking is simply the will. There's no will. A lot of people in government, from the state to the federal and even to the local government, are complicit in this. They lack the political will to go after the killers. But let me show you, let me give you an illustration that will make you understand that if the people who were killed on that day were actually close to some of these persons, by now the matter could have been settled. The government will have shown the will. So let me give you an illustration to show you that there are some kind of cases that if they had happened, you could have seen an exhibition of strong will by the government. On the night of June 13 and 14 in Yerota, when those Fulani terrorists came and killed hundreds of our kinsmen, if on that night my cousin Osoja Osho with his son, engineer, if that was Sheyi Tinubu with his son, that's the grandson of the president and the son of the president. If Mama Tsegba, who was killed on that night, was actually the beautiful mom of the governor, that will be seeing her pictures everywhere, Governor Alia, I'll be seeing her videos in government house and many functions. Beautiful woman. If Mama Tsegba was his mother, if Mary Ngodo, the 300 level accounting student of Nasarawa State University, who was killed that night, was a daughter of Nuhu Ribadu. If my family, the Shagwas, 5 of them who were killed that night, the family of my uncle Shagwa, were all children of Badaru, Minister of Defense, and all of them are the Badarus, were killed that same night. And if the Asos, my siblings, were all children of these children of Nasarawa State Governor who are right now here in the United States, if they are all, what's his name, Sule, if they are all Sules, they are Sules, they are all Sules, 4 or 5 of them who were killed that night, were all Sules. Do you know, as you speak right now, the perpetrators of that genocide of June 13 and 14 in Yerota could have not just been apprehended, but their financiers, their sponsors, and all those who aided and abated them on their way from Nasarawa State to Yerota, from Giza to Kadorko to Adudu to Obi to Agaragu, could have all been rounded up now. They could have been right now in DSS custody and prosecuted. And as a matter of fact, some of them could have been sentenced as we speak. But it's so unfortunate we're a country that maltreats its underprivileged citizens, even in debt. Citizens who have been paying their taxes, who have been maintaining their civic obligations, they go out to vote, and of course all of them, like I keep saying, they voted. The current government in Benue State, APC of Ali and APC of Tinubu, who have been paying their taxes, they will farm and pay taxes on the little produce they produced in the market. And the only thing the government owed them is security, to secure their lives and property. The government failed there, and the government has failed in apprehending and prosecuting their killers, most especially the sponsors of these killers, who are also in government and who have been sponsoring a lot of people for elections. Let this aspect of Nigeria not happen to you. Everybody is a potential victim. I keep saying this. It's so unfortunate. May we never never witness this again. As a nation, as a people.
Seems there is absolutely nobody, no one good enough to rule Nigeria. Let's look at our past history, whether it's the first ceremonial president, which was Nnamdi Azikiwe, back in the 60s. Then we have Obasanjo twice or so. Then we have Buhari a couple of times, twice I believe. Then we have Gowon pre-war. And then we have Jonathan, we have Obasanjo. Then who else do we have? We have Yaradua. And we have Buhari, who recently passed, and now we have Tinubu. Nobody seems to please Nigeria. They've done their best. They come and their tenure, serve their time once or twice, then re-elected maybe once, like Buhari. There is absolutely no attempt in Nigerians seeing any good in any of these leaders. It's always been criticism after criticism, criticism after criticism. Leaders are not good enough. The governors are not good enough. The members of parliament are not good enough. I'm not saying they're perfect. Never been. No, never been.
I know many of you now don't they hear within all these guys been they talk right from the first Arewa guy to the other guy from the North Central down to this lady now. See, for everything we say okay, they don't talk for you. Oh, don't sweet me. But the one where this lady they try talk, now they confuse me because he say that we Nigerians, we don't they addicted to or to criticize any government, no matter how the government is doing good. Make I tell her something or do before I go allow me she continue waiting she won't talk. Make her talk something. See, you see this one where we saying the talk, it's like maybe this person where they talk now in the abroad. Now why in the talk all this one? In they stay for abroad. If to say in the day here when in the see waiting that they do, nobody say okay, or doing good as a president or as a leader. Now be the problem. We be say okay, some of these leaders they get. Some of them go feed the deal good in terms of food, but when it comes to insecurity, they don't sabi, and that is why you think see all these things we Nigerians they blame. I don't make you hear everything you want to finish before you go continue. Thank you.
I mean, it's like absolutely nobody is good enough to lead Nigeria. Nobody is good enough to serve Nigeria. Nobody is good for Nigeria. So who exactly do we want to lead Nigeria? Serve Nigeria as you wish. Please, my people, we need to sit back and reflect. What exactly do we want? Someone is going to say, oh, but we didn't elect them. Election was fraudulent. These people. So where exactly did they come from? Did they fall from the mass? Where criticism is allowed, you are becoming impossible to please, becoming impossible to be satisfied whatever the government have done. I'm yet to see anyone come out with some big project that Tinubu has done, big project that Buhari did, big project that Jonathan did. Someone to really dig out something very positive about Nigeria. We don't do it. We focus more on the negativity, something negative, something that is so downright bad, something they would dig up. Nobody digs up anything positive. Very rarely you see it. Yes, they've done in the past, but very few, far-fetched, because they are not really consistent. They focus more on negativity. Negativity from Jonathan, negativity from Buhari, negativity from Jonathan, negativity from Yaradua, negativity from Obasanjo. They dig, and really dig deeply. It's quite intense. Sometimes you don't really understand whether these people are serious or whether it's a joke. Is there any positive? Can we just have a clear mind and project Nigeria in a very positive way? We are about time we do it, because come next election, we are going to elect people. You are going to elect. You are going to elect a new leader in 2027. Are you going to approach that election with so much negativity? Let's be honest with ourselves. Are you sure? Your question is, who is perfect for Nigeria? Peter Obi. God. P2B, seriously. If P2B is lucky enough to come in as the next elected president of Nigeria, I feel very sorry for him because he's going to be so disappointed, definitely facing the same predicament as his predecessors. Yes, I'm saying this. Nigerians are very difficult to please. I must say, Nigeria are extremely difficult to please. So if P2B eventually gets elected by the people of Nigeria, let's just hope the election goes smoothly without hardly anything positive about the government that is so far-fetched. When P2B comes in, the professional whingers, mourners are going to pop their ugly heads and start complaining because that's what they are good at. Complain. They will continue complaining as they did with his predecessors, the past leaders. They are going to complain. That's what they do. Nobody can please them. You can't please them. Don't even attempt because it's pointless. You will not please them. They're complaining, can bring tribal war into it. Oh, P2B is this. P2B has not done what he promised. Exactly the same predicament as P2B's predecessor. But I hope P2B comes in. But I doubt very much. Listen, I'm not prophesizing anything. I'm just saying Tinubu will come back for his second tenure, and rightly so. And then maybe the next, wherever it's going to be, the next election after the expiry of 4 years, then P2B will come in. But I am not here to forecast the future political leaders in Nigeria. I'm just saying, let's just live for the moment. Let's focus on the moment. The moment is, who can please you? And why are people full of complaint?
I hope you don't hear everything. You don't talk concerning the person who go feel the way. Although even as how they blame him, he gets one part where be saying talk well. Let me tell you where be saying talk well. Because we Nigerians, we too get wahala. If no be wahala we get, this place where we see ourselves today, we found out this ourselves. If to say we happen to be good to ourselves, because he no get anybody where be say he come, when nobody go come say he no go blame. And within the cause of this thing, so thing where be say the cause na him be this. You know, say Nigerians, if they say Nigerians happen to be one language, everything for they okay, because why people they normally come and don't complain every time and anytime be say, you know, say the languages where be say they for this country they're plenty. So if your own brother did there, you no go complain. If another person brother did there, you go complain. That is what is causing all these complaints where we say nobody come out to complain. So for us to be in a better place now, we need to make sure we unite our mind, even though we know that we no be the same. We unite our mind as if we are the same, so that we leave all this tribalism and many of that thing aside, so that when no be your own brother, they will be say, okay, this person they do well, you know, go come out to talk bad about him. Now what thing go fit make us do well be that. So now so just be. And for you where the hears, we know you have something to say. If you get anything where you want to talk, make you drop them, make everybody hear. And also if not today be your first time, make you also like, share, and make all of them, and don't forget to share, making reach people. Thank you all.